Greetings, Vault Hunters. It's nice to see you, and welcome to the Borderlands Journal. Today I wanted to talk about an interesting enemy, the rats. While only being featured in Borderlands 2, these enemies don't have too much information on them, but I'll do my best. The rats are a unique type of enemy encountered on Pandora. They're found in populated areas as well as more barren areas that even bandits don't dare to venture to, like the fridge. These rats were human once, sporting gas masks. They lived in tunnels and even toxic mines. These conditions mutated and evolved them into what they are now, changing not only their faces but changing heights, weights, and even developing new appendages. These changes to them also affected their diets, making them more prone to cannibalism, being able to devour their friends on the field while regaining their health in the process. While they have minds, they aren't in good shape and are warped, changing the way they view their society. There is little known about their society other than the masks they wear. It's said that these masks are a sign of status and that they wear them for ceremonial reasons. While they can talk, we don't really get to exchange words with them besides their combat voice lines, in which you can hear they emphasize the S's in all their words. Appropriating real rodent culture, these rats feel the need to scavenge and steal. Guess you can say there's some real pack rats, huh? Huh? Ugh. Anyways, keep your eyes on the lookout because if not, your loot will be gone. During a fight, these rats will grab your loot and bury it into the ground, never to be seen again. Even equipping shields they find on the ground, if they don't currently have one. That is, unless you're quick enough to finish them off. In this log, I'll be going over each and every rat variant you'll encounter in your journey in the wasteland. So grab your shovel, Vault Hunters, because we're going to be doing some digging. The Tunnel Rat. The Tunnel Rats are the commonly found rats on Pandora, with them filling the role of a basic bandit. Like these basic bandits, they aren't very strong and will try to stay clear of you, scuttling and crawling in an attempt to dodge your gunfire. Don't get too close to these mutants, as if you do, they'll try to pounce on you, or swipe at you with their sharp claws, trying to get you away from them. The Field Rat. These field rats aren't too dissimilar to the original tunnel rats as they act mostly the same, but with a few differences. These field rats have taken up to abandoning their tunnel rat brethren and live amongst the raiders and bandits. Unlike the tunnel variant, these field rats don't wear shields. They aren't afraid of melee, and they even ride on armored skags as seen in Lynchwood. Despite acting mostly the same, they don't dress the same, ditching their suits for a more wasteland raider-based outfit, along with ditching their gas masks in exchange for goggles. The Rat Thieves. Like their name says, these rats aren't focused too much on combat. They want what you got in your pockets, your moolah, your dinero, your money. They want your money. These thieves dash around on all fours and attempt to come from behind you in efforts to steal money out of your pockets. If they do, they run away and try their best effort to bury what they've stolen, all to spite you. However, like the other rats, if you take them out, you'll be able to recover what they've taken from you. Like the field rats, these thieves also wear no gas mask. However, they replace their goggles for what seems like a blindfold and dress in a more sly and concealed fashion for what may be for stealth reasons. The Midget Rat. These little guys are literally the same as the tunnel rats, except, surprise, they're small. That's it. The Loot Midget Rat. Same as before with the Midget Rats, these little guys are the same, except for the fact they have a higher chance of dropping things like legendaries and pearlescence, and they are rare. Even I couldn't get one to spawn, so look at this picture. A cute little thing they do is, if they don't notice you, they'll run around the area looking for loot to shove into their pack. Their outfits do change a bit. While keeping the gas nozzles, they also share the same headpiece as the other loot midgets. The Lab Rats. Here we go with some real differences. These guys are nowhere near as fast as their tunnel rat counterparts, trading in their speed and fragility for power and durability, similar to a badass psycho. These rats ditch their guns and go straight for melee combat, shooting their eye laser beams. Unless they can't reach you, in which they toss their buzz axe in psycho fashion. A neat thing they do is while trying to close the gap between you and the rat, the lab rat will actually cover up his face, the crit spot, with their non-mutated arm in an attempt to make it safely, showing that they do have some sort of intelligence, even if it's not clear on the surface. Their outfits, while similar to the tunnel rat, does have some differences. Trading in their gas masks, these lab rats wear surgical masks instead, with no goggles as they need room to shoot their laser eyes. Still, they seem to have some sort of nozzle under the masks. However, I'm unsure what the purpose is for, and maybe they just have difficulty breathing on the surface. The Miner Rat. Miner rats are again similar to tunnel rats in personality, but with a few little changes. In combat, these miners are able to tunnel underground and travel around, reappearing in efforts to strategically move in or out. Appearance-wise, they wear gaiters with no eye protection. Fittingly, they wear miner helmets, probably to be able to see better while they dig under the ground. While their clothes have swapped to brown ragged clothes instead of the more containment-like garbs the tunnel rats wear. The Sewer Rats. These sewer rats are exclusive to Pyro Pete's boss fight whenever you use the left valve specifically. Personality-wise, they are just tunnel rats, but their outfits seem to remind me of doll soldiers with their utility chest pouches and military green suits. The Plague Rats. Despite their menacing looks, these rats act most similar to rat thieves. Wanting to steal the loot around the area, however, they will put up a fight. These rats have a very unique look to them with no gas masks, replacing them with what seems to be a human skull on their face. They also carry a skull on their back of what seems to be of an unknown origin. I looked around to see what kind of animal it might be, but to no avail. Lastly, they have long bone claws doused in corrosion protruding out of their arms that they will use to swipe at you if you get too close, dealing corrosion damage. And there we go, Vault Hunters. That's all the variants of rats in the Borderlands so far. While there are unique enemy rats, they don't really change too much and are mostly just recolored variants of the base enemies. What do you think of these rats? Did I miss anything? What do you want me to cover next? Let me know in the comments below. Have a great day, and of course, thank you for tuning into the Borderlands Journal.